Although I was the lowest scoring student, I solved the school's hardest exam in just 2 minutes. The teacher thought I had just handed in the work for credit, but when she looked down, she found every answer was correct, and I even pointed out flaws no one else had noticed. Everyone watching assumed the real me had returned, because only the me from 3 years ago had that ability. In fact, my real identity is the youngest heir of the top financial family in Queen City. The reason I had been last in class for years was that 3 years ago, the system stripped me of control of my body. The system arranged for transmigrators to occupy my body one by one to complete target tasks that I despised. None of the targets given by the system matched me, and the me trapped inside could only watch as those transmigrators used my body to do shameful things. They ruined my reputation and made everyone lose faith in me. Facing the loss of my family inheritance, I made a deal with the system to regain my body, at the cost of completing the capture tasks and making every target fall. The first thing I did after taking back my body was return home to defend my inheritance. Seeing family members forcing me to hand over my rights, I promised I would take first in the grade on the exam in 7 days and reclaim the student council presidency if my father gave me one last chance. They mocked me, saying I spent every day chasing a few boys I could not win over. I said that if I failed the monthly exam, I would willingly give up all inheritance and shares and leave the family. My father saw I was resolute and gave me the chance, but he handed temporary family authority to my cousin for 7 days. I warned him not to touch my rights during those 7 days, or I could not guarantee what I might do. My cousin was frightened by my coldness and dared not oppose me. I immediately returned to school, determined to take everything back. No sooner had I entered the gate than Annie mocked me, saying I was threatening suicide to get attention. I laughed coldly and slapped her. She tried to fight, but I easily dodged and stepped on her, scolding her for wasting my precious 3 minutes. Then the system voice triggered a task to capture the first target, the minister, and raise his emotion fluctuation to 50 for the task to succeed. I saw his favorability was a shocking -30 and realized the transmigrator had made him completely disgusted with me. He recognized my identity merely because he smelled my unique cedar scent, so I completed the first task easily. Angry that he thought I had not returned, he wanted to punish me, but I grabbed his collar and scolded him before walking away. The system showed his favorability had dropped to -60, but I did not care because I was confident I could win him over. On the other side, the student council president Jack saw my change and immediately went to the minister to fetch my disciplinary records. To his surprise, the minister wanted to expel me because he thought I would not return and he did not want me to cause more trouble. When after class, the teacher assigned a cross-border M&A simulation report, and I had written nothing. So I started immediately and finished in less than 2 minutes. The teacher accused me of being perfunctory, so I forced her to take a look. She refused because she knew such a report could not be done in 2 days, but a single look froze her, and she had to take it in her hands. She immediately handed the paper to the student council president to review. When the president saw it, he found the work brilliant and discovered a vulnerability in his family's industry that even he had missed. He asked who wrote it, and when he learned it was me alone, he suddenly remembered the me from 3 years ago. To catch up with